Getting to our next segment, we are talking about Ryan Garcia's B sample results. Let me get my other phone because when I woke up this morning, I checked the news. There was still no updates. It was a Ryan Garcia tweet, interestingly enough, um, where he said something the likes of "Today is Doomsday," and I said, "That's right, brother. That's right." Now, if y'all don't know how I've been, well, my take on this whole situation, Ryan Garcia, we'll just give you the news. Ryan Garcia had a marquee boxing match against Devin Haney, April 20th. Ryan Garcia was able to seal a victory in that. He was able to seal a victory in that fight. Excuse me, but it had later come out that Ryan Garcia had tested negative for some Ball and Buds and sports, excuse me, Ball and Bud Sports and Entertainment was Goody Sports Professional. What's good, brothers? Y'all make sure y'all swing by their platform, man. Definitely drop a sub over there. Some of my brothers in this sports journalism niche definitely doing great work, man. Thanks for pulling up. Just talking about Ryan, as this today is the day, Judgment Day, if you will. Now, I've been a moderate supporter of Ryan Garcia. I say that he's right up in the middle for me. Not a fighter that I don't like, not one of my favorite fighters per se, but I am a big fan of his hand speed and his ability to get that left hook off every fight. Um, I can enjoy the sweet science on that note, but I am disgusted not just with Ryan, not just with just one specific person, but I'm disgusted with anybody that would question the integrity of competition. As Ryan was tested, failed two drug tests. I've been hearing there's been as many as four, unfortunately, but failed two. That's on the books as far as my journalism as it goes. And there's you know, been a saga, an unfolding of events. Nonetheless, today is the day that his B sample results are supposed to be coming back. And let me check and see, because when I got up this morning, there was no results as of yet. Again, I seen Ryan Garcia had tweeted out, and I'm gonna say this too, man. If this Ryan Garcia's B sample day, a turning point for the young superstar. I cry at night sometimes, continue to maintain his innocence. All right, so no news as of yet, at least what I'm not seeing. Um, yeah, nothing yet. As far as what I'm seeing, nothing yet on the B sample. No breaking news has dropped just yet. Let me see. Boxing News 24, a blog site I enjoy watching. I mean, enjoy reading. No, nothing yet. So they're the most recent update. Boxing News 24 has a article that they dropped, but doesn't state if the B sample is dirty or not. I'm one of those few people that has been critical of Ryan Garcia that's hoping that this B sample comes back clean somehow, some way. Ryan himself has admitted that it more than likely would not come back clean, but I just feel like the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney fight was uh, a good cog in boxing history. We needed that fight, to settle some differences as to how good Ryan was, how good Devin was. Do these guys belong, in the top upper echelon of fighters? Like we've been praising them. They both had impressive outings, impressive victories, in my opinion. And so that's why I really wanted this fight to be pure. I really wanted this fight to go down as a good installment in boxing history. Um, and like I say, pity on Ryan if he is caught cheating and with these illegal banned substances. I know that there's been a certain subsect of people kind of capping for Ryan. I don't really care about that. No more than I care about the Devin Haney people that want to crucify Ryan. I don't really have a pony in this race. My guy is Errol Spence. I'm on record with saying that. I talk to people in the Errol Spence camp, so I'm attached to that. If Errol Spence was in this situation, I may feel a little biased one way or the other. I might be capping for him a little bit, and or if he was fighting a guy that was dirty, I would probably go overboard. Let's just say Bud Crawford was tested dirty on his body. I would be going overboard, or it's not. We gotta get Bud out of here. I personally don't feel that way about Ryan Garcia. I just feel like um, cats like this dude, Conor Ben, although the situation with Conor was a little different. Um, these guys, man, that just deem it necessary to quote unquote cheat to get an edge. I do not like that. I'm disgusted with that. I'm disgusted with guys that do it in the NFL, NBA, MLB, all of that. Because for me as a personal, me as an athlete, in my personal, life, growing up a lifelong athlete, um, I couldn't fathom, trying to cheat by hook or crook to get a victory. If I'm playing one-on-one basketball, or if I'm sparring, boxing with somebody, I want it to be a level playing field to make sure that my skill sets, not my competitive will so much, my skill set is good enough to go toe to toe with anybody. You know what I mean? That's what I pride myself on. And Ryan Garcia was talking like that. I know a lot of people have been giving him flack in the media, as far as calling him crazy and all that. I mean, look, Ryan is 25. I think all of us at one point in our life was spazzing out in our youth, especially in my 20s. I know I was, a party boy, just always doing whatever. I wasn't really on the internet talking like Ryan, but if you would have met me at 25, you probably would have had a different opinion of me as well. So Ryan is young, he's rich, handsome gentleman, all that good stuff in his favor. I'm not put off so much about. I'm not put off so much with his antics on the internet as some others are. I just deem it as a young rich dude got too much money, doing what he do. I'd probably be the same if you gave me $1 billion at 25. Um, but respectfully, what this comes down to me as far as me as my personal sports journalism, this comes down to integrity, man. And if Ryan Garcia uh, ruined the integrity of this classic boxing match, because I was happy for him. I was really happy for Ryan because he needed that victory, man. After his outing with Tank Davis last year, and everybody was crucifying him for quote unquote quitting. And Tank hit hard. Tank knocks got 100. I don't know if he had 100%, but Tank that knocked out damn near everybody he didn't fought. I didn't expect Ryan Garcia to go in there and just and change the trend. But after the loss he suffered to Tank, I deemed it like to get Ryan back, catapult him back to the status he needed to be at. He needed to beat Devin Haney, and I was happy for him when he did because Ryan Garcia winning introduces more interesting matchups, including a Tank Davis rematch. I want to see that. I'm a fan of boxing. I don't want to see this man banned from boxing or none of this kind of nonsense that he's going through. And again, there are some Devin Haney lovers. There's some Ryan Garcia lovers. Devin Haney haters, Ryan Garcia haters. That's kind of being extreme. If I have to chime in the war, it's people being extreme on both sides, man. If Ryan cheated, yes, he deserves a punishment, but he also deserves an opportunity to redeem himself. I don't think a lifetime ban, anything like that. Now, if this fool get a suspension, 6 month suspension or whatever year, well, I don't know how the committees are gonna go about that. If he gets suspended, comes back and gets caught for cheating again, now we got to talk about lifetime bans. I'm gonna have to cut him off like I'm doing Draymond Green. Draymond Green, this fool got suspended, came right back and got suspended again. That kind of nonsense I can't tolerate. As an adult, we grown out here. You need to learn to. If you can learn the consequences of your behavior, then you're eligible for redemption in my eyes. But if you're gonna be running out here doing the exact same things that got you in trouble, I'm sorry, bro. I can only spare you so much. I can only give you so much mercy. Um, if there's one kind of person in this world that I have a disdain for, it's an idiot, and a voluntarily idiot. I mean, an idiot that chooses to be an idiot is what I'm trying to say. We got smartphones, but we still got dummies out here. I'm looking at this situation like that. If you got away with it one time, or you did something one time, and you felt like, hey, this is what I needed to do, and it was obviously wrong, then we got to switch it up a little bit, bro. We got to switch it up, and then we also got to administer punishment. I would expect a punishment on me, if I was to break the rules like that. But nonetheless, like I say, it's not nothing personal against Ryan Garcia. It's not that I'm hoping that his win is taken or anything like that, like some of these Devin Haney lovers are calling for. When I'm looking at it, how I'm looking at it is the integrity of the sport, man. Also, when you're taking these PEDs, a lot of people don't account for this, but you can really hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Getting in that ring, it's just a sport. At the end of the day, this ain't life. It should not be life or death. You know what I mean? But these PEDs, man, do give you real life advantages. And so, with Ryan Garcia, a guy that already hits pretty hard, especially with that left hook, you put some extra juice on that left hook, you looking at seriously hurting somebody. And God forbid, um, some residual damages are suffering. And I ain't just talking about old Devin Haney. I'm talking about anybody. We know stories out here of boxers that have died in the ring, or boxers that have suffered residual damages for the remainder of their lives because that's just what boxing is. You can't play boxing, and so when you add it in, um, you put a couple stones behind a sledgehammer. I'm I'm gonna look at you a little funny, like what are you trying to do out here? You can really hurt somebody. You know what I mean? You're already in the hurt business. Now you're trying to kill somebody. I don't like that. That's why I draw my line. So all in all, hopefully this Ryan Garcia situation comes back clean. I'm hoping that you know that Ryan is vindicated. Um, but what makes me nervous is that Ryan himself has shown concern. He has not been talking like an innocent man. You know, me growing up in the rougher patches of Chicago, I know what a guilty man sounds like. I was raised around enough criminals to know how they talk.